Last year we launched our wire shelving, which was a complete green product, which has got 100% recycled steel as well as no VOC emissions from our wire shelving. We got it even certified by a third party called Green Guard, and that's one of our big successes. And next year we're also planning to, we launched our recycle pen during the Earth Day, and we're also trying to look up our new innovations in terms of food storage containers, as well as we have recycled waste bins, and we also provide blue bins for universities and schools, and most of them are all post-consumer recycled materials as well. Sustainability needs to be a part of the overall organizational strategy, along with the rest of the other elements. And the middle management is also very core because they are the pioneers in terms of executing the projects. So their idea generation will be used for generating what could be the next thing we can go in terms of sustainability, or namely in terms of energy management or waste reduction. So it goes from top to bottom as well as on the bottom to top too.
When people come into our store, they've heard about green, they're excited about maybe making a different purchasing decision that's a little bit more in line with their values and hopefully protects the planet. But they're also a chance that they'll be overwhelmed and they're not really sure where they're going. And one of our competitive advantages we feel over, let's say, conventional suppliers, we can help them sort through that, and we sort of play a role in educating the consumer. Right? So when someone comes in our store and says, I want to start building green, or I want to do my renovation green, one of the first things we try and extract from them in the very beginning is try and figure out what green means to them, because green can mean a lot of different things to different people. For a lot of people it means energy efficiency, for others water efficiency. It can be non-toxic products. It can also be products that are rapidly renewable or locally harvested, so on and so forth. So there's just a lot of different attributes, and we try and really tailor our solution to that customer.
IGO has been very successful in that it has grown rapidly. We now have about 14,000 members. We're in 30 neighborhoods in Chicago. We're in Evanston and Oak Park, and we're adding hundreds of members every month.
We have the first LEED certified retail location of any food business, I think, in the region, if not in the country. Organic ingredients obviously is very important in terms of environment. Over 95% of our packaging is biodegradable or recycled. We change the light bulbs, everybody does that. We use a bicycle to go between stores. We don't use big cars to deliver. We use Mini Cooper and a Honda Element, hopefully an electric Mini Cooper pretty soon. Right now I want to have 6 stores by 2011. And my further goal would be 25 by 2015.
People need from a business what they would want from somebody who wasn't sustainable. So you have to meet them with what they want. It's kind of like Florian's comment yesterday. If your food doesn't taste good, doesn't matter, they won't come back. So we're a bank. We have to have similar banking products, services, or they won't come back. And Sharon's got to have clean cars in the right places, or they're not going to come back. So you start with, you have to be good at the business part, but then we really differentiate around our mission, and that's how we are different from the big guys, and that's how Sharon is different than some of her competition here. So finding ways to then let people know how you're different, that's where we spend a lot of our time thinking. At the end of the day, if you've got a great product, people will come back. You just got to really let them know and get them to try you. So find an easy way for them to try. Don't make it a massive decision to try your product. Make it an easy, smaller decision, and then if you've got that relationship, you can build it and they'll grow with you.
Well, I think there are significant examples of transformation. For example, if you look at the introduction of car sharing programs, that's sort of a system-wide innovation, thinking about the notion of mobility in an entirely new way. And I think that came from questions being asked around more sustainable approaches to mobility. So I think that that's a great example of sort of a system-wide transformation. And I think that the interesting thing is that when you start to get serious about sustainability from a design point of view, you start to ask different kinds of questions, which leads to a different kind of inquiry, which ultimately leads to a different way of thinking and a different set of actions and behaviors in the world.
Dana Meadows, who's a hero to many of us, she does a whole thing on systems thinking. The final piece is that how, after you get through with the systems dynamic modeling, have you changed your metal frame? And the real key is a shift somehow in how you've actually thought about what the system is you're in.